Hello Pisces, welcome to your September 2020 love and romance reading. This is going to be for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and yes, of course, Venus. We're going to see what's happening the month ahead with this lovely deck here around love and romance. If you are sick and tired of love readings, you don't even know why you clicked on a love reading right now, you just wish all us YouTube readers would talk about something other than love, well, you came to the right channel but the wrong video. I'll say that. Every week I do a weekly forecast for each zodiac sign that's for everything other than love. Once a month I do a love reading. This is that love reading. But every week I do readings for everything other than love and romance. Career, finances, spirituality, blockage removal, healing, whatever spirit wants to talk about. But in this video, we're going to see here love. Love and romance for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Alrighty, my darlings? Let's see what's going on for you guys, little fishies. Your first card here is the High Priestess. Ooh. So Pisces, this is actually Pisces energy because you guys have that moon connection. Pisces is connected to the moon, right? You guys have that intuition kind of vibe, intuition kind of feeling here. So this is going to be an energy of basically, as it says here, intuition. Now, this is a little heavy message, okay? Each reader is going to have certain cards that have like a very specific meaning, and the High Priestess is one of those cards for me, okay? It can kind of indicate for some of you that your intuition is really strong right now and your intuition is guiding you in your love life. However, it goes a lot deeper than that. My experience with the energy of this card, if I'm doing a private reading for somebody and I pull the High Priestess card for them, it tells me that you're going through a really significant healing and a really significant awakening where your chakras are clearing and aligning and you're connecting with your higher self, and there's this really powerful energy flowing through your body, and this makes you irresistible. Okay, it makes you absolutely irresistible to a lot of people. So the High Priestess can in some ways indicate temptation, especially if you're already in an existing relationship and you're going through this healing and you're going through this ascension. Now all of a sudden you might have a lot of people chasing after you, a lot of people paying attention to you. If you're single, you might be like, what in the heck is going on? I haven't changed anything about myself. Still doing the same thing with my clothes, still doing the same thing with my hair, haven't changed anything about me. But yet there's all this attention. It's because your energy becomes very, very magnetic, very, very appetizing, okay? Another thing that happens when people are in the High Priestess energy, because your chakras are clearing and aligning, if you have had like a blockage in your root chakra, then you're going to have that root chakra unblocked. And sometimes when a root chakra gets unblocked, people get a little frisky. People get a little ready for that physical connection. So some of you might be in that energy as well. Okay, so if you've kind of like haven't really been in the mood, or you just maybe have felt like you haven't been in that passion energy, some of you may be getting that back. One warning I want to give you, Pisces, about those of you where you're going to have a lot of people chasing after you. Just because people might be very persistent when you're in this High Priestess energy, because they just want to be near your energy, it doesn't mean that they're ready. They don't know what they're doing. So don't judge like a relationship potential by someone's persistence. Let them kind of stand the test of time before you make any decisions. Okay, just ask Archangel Michael to help you, to protect you, to help you with your boundaries, and take it slow, because you might have someone who's really intense. They're like all up in your face and really persistent and like ready to go. They might even be like obsessing about you. And so sometimes we confuse that for love. But it's just someone that wants to tap into your energy that can end up courting you. So just be cautious of this. Your next card here, Pisces, is Two of Hearts. Well, 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 this is promising, right? Two of Hearts. So somewhere in this flood of attention, there could be definitely a soulmate in the mix for many of you. The creator of this deck has Two of Hearts or Two of Cups here listed as union, and this could definitely indicate a true love relationship. Now, the thing that I love most about the Two of Hearts or the Two of Cups, for me in my readings, what this is telling me is you're somebody that you give a lot in a relationship. Like you give a lot, and maybe you've ended up with people who would seem to take a whole lot and they don't give a whole lot back. But Two of Hearts is going to be, or Two of Cups is going to be an energy where it's like giver meets giver. And it's two givers who are giving to one another. And these are the relationships that are most successful. These are the relationships that are going to stand the test of time. You know, these are the relationships that they're just going to get stronger and stronger because each person is thinking about how to make their partner happy, how to make the other person happy. So I do feel a message for some of you. Typically, my readings tend to be towards single people or people in a newer relationship. But sometimes I'll see it in the comments. People watch the videos when they've been, you know, they say they've been happily married for 20 years and the relationship's perfect. And, you know, they might be like, oh, well, your reading doesn't make sense because everything's perfect. Well, I don't know. I don't tend to look at a relationship with two people who have been together for a few decades. I don't think, you know, they maybe need a reading if they're happy, you know. So I tend to focus more on, you know, a newer relationship or a relationship where there might be kind of some you know, confusion or maybe things don't seem very clear. And in the Two of Hearts here, Pisces, for some of you, what Spirit is telling me is that you might be in a situation where you might be tempted to push a partner away. Like the more the partner tries, the more the partner tries to do for you, you're kind of tempted to push them away because you're so used to giving that it feels weird for you to receive. So this might be a good time for you as you're in this High Priestess energy in the heart. You know, the chakras are aligning. This might be a good time to take advantage of this energy and focus on your heart chakra and ask your angels and guides to help you feel safe to receive, to open up to receive. So if you're in a situation where you're like, oh my gosh, this person is so amazing, you know, why am I pushing them away? Why can't I be happy with them? And all your friends and family are like, oh my gosh, this person really loves you and they're really trying so hard, and you feel bad, right? Sometimes we just don't feel it, right? And if that's the case, you got to give yourself permission to not feel it and to move on. But I feel for a lot of you, what the situation here is you're pushing the person away because it's scary for you to receive. It's like you've gone through your whole life giving and not getting anything back. And now that someone's giving something back, you're like, whoa, I don't know about this, right? So maybe some of you ask your angels and guides to help you feel comfortable to receive. Your next card here, my darlings, is Ace of Angels. This makes me very happy, super duper happy. Pisces, I like your cards. And I have to tell you, in your weekly forecasts for August, I haven't done your September ones yet. I'm going to be starting on the September weeklies pretty soon. But the past few weeks in your weekly readings for August, there's been a lot about you guys clearing and like coming into your confidence and coming into your power. And this is, your cards in the September reading are very promising to me. Even though I'm focusing on love and relationship here, it gives me the sense and the feeling that the coming weeks for you guys on through September, that energy that I saw in August is going to be continuing for you guys, where you're really growing and becoming more confident and your self-esteem is becoming stronger. The reason why Ace of Angels makes me really happy, in traditional tarot, Ace of Angels is going to be what you might have heard of as Ace of Swords. And the creator of this deck has this listed as wisdom. And that can absolutely make sense, right? Because it's a card about knowledge or a card about like thinking. But the reason why Ace of Swords is so special for me in my readings is when I see Ace of Swords, it's telling me that you're having some blockages removed in the crown chakra, and you're having like blockages removed where limited beliefs are being cleared out of the way, right? If you're someone that you've been like into the metaphysics, or you've been working on like, healing, or, coming out of like, family cycles and things that you're trying not to continue in your life, you may have heard, especially if you've been working on your abundance, you may have heard the term limited beliefs. Limited beliefs are when we see dysfunction in our life, like as a kid, like we might see a parent do something, or we might hear our parents, talk or argue, and we begin to have beliefs about the world based on our experience in our home that aren't necessarily always true, right? So a limited belief can be, unless you look a certain way, nobody's going to want to be with you in a relationship. A limited belief can be, unless you make a certain amount of money, right? Women aren't going to be interested in you. A limited belief can be, well, if a woman makes too much money, then, men are going to be intimidated about dating her, right? A limited belief can be, that, oh god, you guys get the idea, right? And so what happens is we begin to carry that out in our life. We begin to manifest the limited belief. And so when I see Ace of Swords, you all are breaking out of that. You're breaking out of those limited beliefs that have been blocking you in your love life. Also, I feel like there's an opening up for a lot of you where you're beginning to get very clear about your thoughts. Like I feel Pisces, like some of you, there's somebody you're wanting to open up to. So whether you're in an existing relationship and you've been having a really hard time expressing to your partner how you feel, or just like in general, you've been wanting to be in a relationship, but you've been having a hard time opening up to people or letting them in, I feel a lot of it is because you've had a really hard time figuring out what you think or what you feel. You've been very confused about it. And I feel with the Ace of Swords, it's like you're having this mental clarity. All of a sudden, you're very clear about how you feel about life, how you feel about yourself, what you want for yourself, what your goals are, what your opinions are, what you've been through. And so I feel there's like this energy of articulation coming in with this, where Pisces, even if you feel in the past that, if you feel like, oh, well, I'm not so great with my words, or I have a really hard time putting into words how I feel, or I have a really hard time expressing myself, I feel with this Ace of Angels or Ace of Swords, you all are going to get really, really good about expressing yourselves very clearly, very effortlessly even, right? And I also feel like you're giving yourself permission and you're having the courage to speak your truth, where sometimes maybe in relationships you hold back a lot because you don't want to hurt the other person's feelings, right? Like, well, I don't want to say this because I don't want to hurt their feelings, but it could be something really important to you, right? It can be something like, I need to tell you the truth, I really don't want to have kids. Or it could be, I need to tell you the truth, children are very important for me, and if you don't want to be with kids, then, or if you don't want to have kids, then I really, really need to, make room in my life for somebody who does want to have that, right? Or whatever it might be. Your partner might be saying or doing something that makes you uncomfortable, and you haven't really wanted to express it because you don't want to hurt their feelings. But I feel like you're speaking your truth, you're opening up, you're being honest, and you're feeling very confident because you're able to say it in a good way. You're able to say it in a way where, like, it's upbeat, it's positive, it's not coming off as like judgmental or accusing the person. I just feel for whatever reason you guys are getting really good with your words. Your next card here, Pisces, is 10 of Trees. 10 of Trees. And so this card here is going to be what you might know in traditional tarot as 10 of Pentacles. And this is a card of abundance, but in this particular deck, it is listed as loyalty. And the reason why, I'll tell you why I think this creator of the deck listed it as loyalty. 10 of Pentacles indicates things becoming real, like things being real in the physical world, right? Like manifesting. It's long-lasting energy. It's really solid energy. It's dependable energy. It's security, right? And so for a lot of people, loyalty is associated with security, right? It's like, it's not going anywhere. And that's the energy of the 10 of Pentacles or the 10 of Trees. So I feel like if you have had temptation here, because that High Priestess energy, you guys are really looking at this relationship very seriously, and you're finding reasons to stay and reasons to stay loyal, to stay faithful. Or if it's been an issue for you in the past where you've had fears about being in relationships because you've had fears about loyalty, this is something that is healing. I feel like a lot of you are manifesting a loyal relationship, a loyal marriage. And the fact that 10 of Trees is here, or 10 of Pentacles is here, makes me feel like you guys are really in the energy of like really settling down. Like really, really getting settled in with this person, making a really solid home, planning for the future, and feeling secure and feeling safe in the relationship. Okay, so if a lot of you have had some financial issues or financial concerns where there's been stress in the relationship, as you're breaking out of this limited thinking or limited beliefs, you might also be healing some financial blocks in addition to romantic blocks in the month of September. So very positive energy, Pisces. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Sometimes they might resonate more. I know a lot of people really swear by the Venus sign, looking at their Venus sign for love. If you're not sure what your Venus sign is, if you're not sure about your planetary placements, the folks at Truly Divine, they're an astrology site. They're really cool. I had a really great experience with them, and they've been very generous in offering you guys 30% off their already very reasonable prices. So you can use the discount code, the Angel 30 code, as many times as you want on as many reports as you want. So if you want to get a breakdown of your natal chart, if you want to get a report to see like love and compatibility, however many you want to do, you can use the discount code. So I thought that was really nice of them. I'll have their info in the description. I don't do readings on Truly Divine. I need you guys to know this. Sometimes people go in there and they start like, putting very on the very public post or the boards, they start like putting like personal information on there. Guys, I'm not on Truly Divine. That's not a private link. That's a public website. So if you have questions for me, if you're wanting to schedule a private reading with me, I'm not on Truly Divine. Okay, that's not my website. You can click on the Calendly link and schedule a private reading with me there. I also do give away one free 30-minute reading every single month to someone from my social media pages. So I have Instagram and Facebook pages, Amethystangellight, and every single day I post a card of the day, a message of the day, and at the end of the month I kind of just go through the comments and the likes, and I see who's jumping out at me, and I pick one winner from Facebook and one winner from Instagram. One person wins a free 30-minute reading, and the other person wins like a gift that I'm giving away, and the gift changes every month. So if you're interested in that, take advantage of that. Don't forget to check out the weekly forecasts. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Take care, Pisces.